My name is Emma. I was 22 years old, and I really needed a good job. One day, I saw an ad in the newspaper. It said a man was looking for a maid to help take care of his 2 young children. The family was very rich, so I decided to go to their house and ask for the job. When I arrived, I was shocked. The house was huge. I rang the doorbell. A tall man opened the door. He had dark hair, and his eyes looked very sad and tired. He did not look happy at all. "You are here for the maid job?" he asked. "Yes, sir. My name is Emma," I replied. "I am Mr. Carter," he said. He did not smile. Mr. Carter showed me around the house. It was very beautiful and filled with expensive furniture, but it felt cold and empty. There were many pictures of a beautiful woman on the walls. She was never smiling. She looked like a sad queen. Then I met the children. They were twins, a boy and a girl, 7 years old. Their names were Liam and Lily. They were very quiet. They did not speak at all. Mr. Carter looked at them. "This is Emma. She will be your new maid," he said. The children didn't say anything. The whole house felt silent. Then Mr. Carter told me that the children's mother had died 1 year ago. I understood something important at that moment. This job was not only about cleaning the house or playing with the children. It was about bringing some happiness and light into this sad home. I also needed the money very badly, so I told Mr. Carter that I would take the job. My new life as a maid began. I lived in a small room inside the big house. Every day I cleaned the rooms, cooked dinner, washed dishes, and took care of Liam and Lily. They were still very quiet. They spoke very little, and I had never heard them laugh. They missed their mother very much. Mr. Carter told me she had died in a car accident 1 year ago. He did not like to talk about it, and he never shared his feelings. He was always busy working in his office. He ate alone and spoke very little. But slowly, something began to change. One evening, Liam and Lily were drawing pictures together. For the first time, they started laughing. I smiled when I heard their laughter. I did not see Mr. Carter at first. He was standing quietly in the doorway, watching us. His face looked different, softer. "They haven't laughed like that in a very long time," he said quietly. My heart started beating fast. This was the first time he had spoken to me about something personal. One Tuesday, a woman came to the house. She wore very expensive clothes. "I am Vanessa," she said. "I am Sophia's sister." Sophia was the name of Mr. Carter's late wife. Vanessa was older than Sophia, and she didn't like me. She watched everything I did. She said I was too friendly with the children. "They need strict rules, not just games and fun," she said. Later that day, Vanessa found me alone in the kitchen while I was washing dishes. "You think you can just come here and take my sister's place?" she asked angrily. "No, of course not. I am only the maid. I said quickly. She laughed in a cold way. Let me tell you a secret, little maid, she said. This perfect family you think you see here was never real. It was a lie from the beginning, Vanessa said. Jackson was never happy with my sister. He is a cold man. He only cared about his work and his business trips. Sophia was very lonely in that big, empty house. I was shocked. I did not know what to say. So don't think you can make him happy, she continued. He cannot love. He is not able to love anyone. Remember that, Emma? Then she turned and walked out of the kitchen. I stood there alone. My thoughts were racing. The quiet, sad man I worked for now felt like a mystery. Was he sad because his wife died? Or was he truly cold-hearted? I started to wonder if I had made a mistake by taking this job. Vanessa visited the house often. Every time she came, she tried to make me feel small and unimportant. I tried to ignore her, but her words always hurt. I knew she wanted me to leave. One afternoon, Vanessa was sitting in the living room with us. She looked at me and then at Jackson. The children need a real mother, Jackson, she said, not just a girl who plays games with them. I felt ashamed. I wanted to disappear. Then Jackson spoke. Emma is very good to my children, Vanessa, he said calmly. She makes them happy, and that is enough. I looked at him in surprise. That did not sound like a boss talking to his maid. My heart started beating faster. He was no longer just my sad employer, and I was no longer just the maid. Something was changing between us. Vanessa left the room angrily. Jackson and I were alone. You are a miracle, Emma, Jackson said softly. I looked up at him. He leaned closer and our lips touched in a gentle kiss. When he moved back, we just looked at each other. We both felt that something had changed. The next morning, Vanessa came into the house without calling first. Where is Jackson? She asked loudly. Just then, Jackson came out of his office and gave me a small smile. Vanessa saw it. She looked at him, then at me. What is going on here? She demanded. What have you done to him? Vanessa, please, Jackson said, trying to calm her, but she ignored him and walked toward me. I warned you, little maid, she said angrily. You think you can steal my sister's husband in her own house? It's not like that, I said, but she spoke louder. You are only after money. You are using a sad man who is still grieving. Her words broke my heart. This had been Sophia's home. I felt like I did not belong there. I'm so sorry, I said to Jackson. I will pack my things. I ran upstairs with tears in my eyes. Then I heard the door open. It was Jackson. He looked worried. Don't listen to her, Emma, he said. She's right, I cried. This is wrong. I am just the maid. No, he said gently. The only thing that was wrong was my life before you came. Please sit down. We sat on the bed. He looked into my eyes. Vanessa was right about one thing, he said. My marriage was not happy. Sophia and I were both lonely before she died. I was sad for the family life I never truly had. When she passed away, my world stopped. But then you came. You brought light and colour back into my life. You made me feel alive again. He took my hand. That kiss was not a mistake. My only mistake was hiding my feelings. Emma, I am falling in love with you. Please don't leave. Let's build a real family together. 6 months passed. The house was no longer quiet and sad. It was now full of laughter. Vanessa didn't visit anymore. My small room had become a guest room. I now shared the master bedroom with Jackson. He was no longer the sad man I first met. His eyes were now full of warmth and love. One day, Jackson held my hand. "Are you happy, Emma?" he asked. I looked around our home, at the man beside me, and at the 2 children I loved like my own. "Yes," I said, "more than I ever dreamed, more than I ever hoped for." I came to this house 6 months ago as a maid looking for a job. Soon I would become Jackson's wife. It was not an easy journey, but it led me to my true home. Love can grow in the most unexpected places. Kindness and patience can heal even the saddest hearts.